So, I recorded a little bit of what comes after this, and then I decided that I didn't really like how it went, so I'm going to try and do it again. The joys of just being able to drop a save file wherever you want. Although not quite. I last did a hard save apparently in front of the Nightingale Twilight Sepulchre, so I had to go through that again. And I don't remember if I picked the correct Nightingale, like, bonus skill perk ability, because I was in a hurry and I was just running through. So if I come back to the Thieves Guild, Brynjolf is going to talk to us.
It's good to see you in one piece, lass. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend. I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Alright, 1,000 years is a pretty long time, Brynjolf. I don't know if there's a great number of secret societies that have quite lasted that long. Let's see. So that is more or less the official end of the Thieves Guild. There are a few more things to do. There's sort of an epilogue to the Thieves Guild, which you can do by... Oh, you guys are just taking a nap here? Is it the middle of the night? It is 7:45 in the morning, so as far as I'm concerned, that's the middle of the night. So if I go back to the Ragged Flagon, where Delvin and Vex are hanging out, there's going to be a couple of new Radiant quests that you can pick up, quests that are infinitely repeating. And if I go and talk to you...
bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
Let's see. Do I just have to ask for extra work and then you'll give me that little speech?
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
So I don't remember exactly where these become available, but I usually do them at the end because they're boring. And by do them at the end, I mean that really, I don't have any problem with just skipping this part, using console commands and using console commands to basically immediately jump to the epilogue of the Thieves Guild side quest. But I will do, I think, let's just hear the explanation.
Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing. But here I thought you was a master criminal. Guess I was wrong.
Oh, shut up. I'm kind of wishing that I could, okay, so I was kind of wishing that I could just back out of that and have you explain the fishing and bedlam jobs too, but apparently I've got to go through the whole dialogue tree from scratch in order to get there, which is not super fun.
There are all sorts of people wandering around carrying their valuables on their person, just waiting for someone like you to pick their pocket. So, you in for a little fishing?
Okay, so that's just a run-of-the-mill pickpocket quest.
With that attitude.
Or assignment, I should say. This barely counts as a quest.
Great. What do you want to do? Sometimes we just like to remind the city that we mean business, so we hit them hard. Just steal whatever we can until we made an impression. Simple, right? Almost. The catch is, it doesn't count if anyone sees you take it. The message needs to be clear. We work in the shadows. Steal from anywhere in the hold, and you even get to keep everything you stole. So, you in?
So I suppose these are interesting quests if you really do like playing as the sneak thief. I'm not really into them. If I really had to do one of these, I would probably pick the numbers job just because it's probably the fastest. You just go to the location, you run up to the quest target, you hit the activation button, and then you leave, hopefully without anybody seeing you.
These marks keep their ledgers all the...
Alright, so I'll show what that's like. I'll show one of what Delvin's quests are like, and then I'll show one of what Vex's quests are like, and then I'm just gonna use console commands to jump to the end. Let's see. It is dark in here, is what it is. Vex. Okay, you're not gonna repeat your introduction, that's fine.
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
Alright, so you are going to have a different set of quests to offer us.
Sweep and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs.
Yeah, so these are really kind of 4 variations on the same thing.
Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Look, I don't like wasting my time. Come back when you decide to get serious. Need a few spare I bet you are. When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? Keep turning down jobs like this, and the guild will begin to lose respect for you. I have work if you've got more than you can handle. One of the quickest ways to make some coin in Skyrim is to clear out some of the wealthier homes of their valuables. If you're interested, I could point out a good place that could use a little house cleaning. What do you say? You need to start pulling your own weight around here. Otherwise I might forget to offer you any more jobs. I bet you are. Which one do you want? Every now and again, we like to remind the shopkeepers that we're in charge. If that means breaking into their strong boxes and stealing something valuable from them, then so be it. Feel like doing a bit of shopping? The guild way? Hey, you approached me. You want to play coward? That's your problem.
Alright, so that's the summary. I think I'm gonna go and grab a job, just a burglary job. I'm just gonna go in. It's not too dissimilar from the numbers quest. You just go to the location, you run up to the object that has the quest marker on it, you hit A, and you get out before anybody notices you.
As long as you can keep things quiet and don't get yourself killed in the process, this place has exactly what we're looking for. You in?
Alright, let's do this.
Whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job.
I definitely almost accidentally clicked the other one for a moment. So let's see. If I go into the quest log, what actually are we looking at? So we got the Did the other one not appear? Shut up, Vigil. Did the Vex?
So, what can I do for you today?
So, got take your pick. Sure. Good. Just remember the order.
Okay, I guess, the second option was grayed out. Did I accidentally actually click the wrong answer? Anyway, now it's gonna begin. So where are we headed? So that is Windhelm for the burglary job, and make changes to the ledger at the Windhelm stables in Windhelm. Okay, so these are both pointing to the same city. That makes my job slightly easier because it means that I don't have to fast travel all over the map. So, if you complete, I want to say 5 of these jobs in Windhelm, in Whiterun, in Markarth, and Solitude, then you'll be able to unlock the respective sort of final job for each hold, each of the major world city holds that aren't Riften. And that's kind of the end of the Thieves Guild quest. There is a Steam achievement waiting for you at the end. I don't have the patience to do this, so I'm going to just do these 2. I'm going to turn them in, and then I'm going to use console commands to activate the final quest, as I said. Let's see. So we're going to Windhelm for both of these. There can be jobs that appear in Markarth, by the way. There's no real point in doing those except for the monetary rewards for turning them in. You don't get any quest progression based off of that. I believe you can just, like, quit those quests when they're given to you, and you can try again for a quest that will be in a more useful location. I don't think there's a penalty. They threaten to like stop taking you seriously if you do that, but I don't think there's actually any gameplay penalty. Anyway, the Windhelm stables are over here. I should probably play at the part of the thief and put that torch away. Let's see. What time is it? It is 7:30 p.m. I don't know if that means that these guys are going to be home yet. The door's locked. So maybe that's a no. We'll see if this counts as breaking and entering. Nobody's here. This ledger is right here on the desk, so that's convenient. Again, all I have to do is hit the activation button next to it, and we'll be on our way. And the second job that we're going to want to do is going to be inside Windhelm over here. This is a very long walk. The longer this goes on, the more awkward it gets, and we've reached the front door. I was wondering if my stamina was going to run out before I reached the front door, but apparently I had just enough to get all the way here. Anyway, where am I going? That marker is pointing back in the direction of the Thieves Guild, so I'm gonna go and run over here. What establishment did it say we were going to? I've already forgotten. That is not the quest log. The House of Clan Cruelty. Okay, I thought we were going to, like, a shop or something, but I guess we aren't. I think the fastest way to go there would be to take this little side avenue outside front of the Palace of Kings. And it's now a little bit later, so people are probably going to be home, which means I'm probably going to want to actually be a little bit careful here. Alright, well, the door is still locked, so maybe they are still out and about. This is just an adept level lock. This is not super difficult. And we have relinquished the skeleton key, so I actually have to work for this now. I don't see anybody home. Alright, that makes my job easier. I'm just gonna go and grab that jeweled candlestick, and we can be on our way. Pretty much all the targets that you will have to find for these burglary and these numbers jobs will look more or less like this. I don't know if they're all going to be a jeweled candlestick, or if there's other, like, I don't know, urns or vases or items of value, but they all tend to fit this form factor. So let's go back downstairs, and I'm going to get stuck on the geometry again. Can't just duck underneath it like a garage door that's halfway open. I probably shouldn't do that, but I will do that when I'm, like, opening or closing the garage door. I will, like, just duck under it when I'm too impatient to wait for it to go all the way up. Let's see. It is dark in here again. Delvin, I got a thing for you.
You're back. I can pat you on the back all day, but coin's coin, right?
Alright, so you're gonna give me 300 coin for that.
Find me if you're ever looking for some extra coin.
I don't think I will, thank you.
Steal
Vex.
anything worth talking about? I suppose you want your share now. Here you go.
And that's another 300 gold coins. Alright, so I will not be doing any more of those. By the way, what is my pickpocket level? Have I finished taking that extra pockets pickpocketing perk? Extra pockets pickpocketing perk. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I have, apparently, so I don't need to do any more of that. Although I guess I can. If I really wanted a money sink, I could. I have 6950 gold, which was fairly top of the line AMD GPU for a while. So I'm gonna not do any more of this. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna open the console, and what are the quest IDs that I want? So if I look over on the side of the screen, there are 4 quests, which are sort of the reputation quests, as they're known on UASP. The Silver Lining in Markarth, the Dainty Slowed in Solitude, Imitation Amnesty in Whiterun, and Summerset Shadows in Windhelm. I guess I'll start with Summerset Shadows, because I was just in Windhelm. So let me go and enter the console command. Oh god, how do I start a quest? Alright, so the game gave me trouble about, like, actually activating all these, probably because I tried to, like, enter them all at once, and then the, like, system that scrolls out quests and add them to your log got, like, stuck on itself or something. Anyway, the quest IDs that I want are going to be TGTQ 01, 02, 03, and 04. And the set stage command is going to work if I enter the quest ID and then the quest stage ID. And for all these, the stage ID of the first objective in the quest is 10. TGTQ 02, that's going to be the Dainty Slowed. TGTQ 03 is going to be Imitation Amnesty, and TGTQ 04 is going to be Summerset Shadows. If I go into my quest log, we've got these 4, and I think I did say that I'd do Summerset Shadows first, just because I was just in Windhelm. We'll go back there. These are, let's see. The game does warn you when you first open the console that, like, using certain console commands will disable achievements. I don't care about that because I do have 100% Steam achievements on this game, and, like, it doesn't matter to me if they're disabled or not. If you don't care about achievements, you might not care about that. If you do care about achievements, I don't actually think this will, like, invalidate them. Installing mods and playing with mods will invalidate them, but I don't actually think using console commands will. Anyway, so I need to go probably back to Windhelm, right? Yeah, I need to go back to Windhelm. We can do that. And let's see what this guy wants. Some of these quests, if I recall, are more elaborate than others. Let's see. Wait a minute, was this guy, like, does this guy live in the house that we literally just robbed 5 minutes ago? What's his name? Cruel Sea. I'm pretty sure I did just steal your candlestick, like, a couple of minutes ago.
In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
Alright, that's cool.
My daughter Fiotli. She was murdered a few months ago. Left her laying on the ground in the pool of her own blood. I assumed they were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. When I told her it'd be the death of her, I never thought. No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down to kill her. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine? Let's just say I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before, well, you know. Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process. Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back. The only name I have is Namanya. There's a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Should have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
Alright, but at least you didn't take an arrow to the knee. Anyway, so we've got a little bit of casual vigilante justice with some light racism overtones here, but we will do the quest, and I need to go and talk to you?
Yes, can I help you with something?
I mean, I guess I was sent here by some guy who was rambling about things that I was only half paying attention to.
Fiotli. Where have I heard that name? Oh, of course, the poor girl who was murdered. Such a beautiful young thing. A tragedy, to be certain.
Alright, I feel like you're not really helping yourself here.
How dare you? You're accusing me of taking part in such a heinous act? I should have you arrested for even suggesting such a thing.
So we've got... Okay, so I can shove off. I can persuade or intimidate you. What is my speech level, actually?
I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea what you're speaking of.
Alright, persuasion didn't work.
You think I'm defenseless? Well, you're wrong.
Alright, so is this gonna be, we're just gonna go and set you on fire, I guess. That was a quick fight. Second letter from Leanway. Let's see what that's about. The Darkwater Pit key, your house key. Guess I'll grab that lockpick too. Don't really care about the other stuff. Let's see what the letter's about. That will be found in here. Second letter from Leanway. Don't know what the first one said. Preparations have been made to secure the locket at Uttering Hills Cave. Torsten thinks we're responsible for Fiotli's death, as we may need it as leverage. I assure you we merely lifted it from her body. The shadows never murder. I don't know how seriously I should be taking that. I hope you find a buyer soon. I don't like the heat that this is bringing. Alright, so we will use that as the next place that we gotta go, I guess. That did not advance the quest, but the quest marker when she died did change. And I don't know, for example... Alright, it's just gonna tell us to go to Uttering Hills Cave. So let's go... That's gonna be found out here. Would it be faster to run around from the Bronze Water Cave than to run from Whiterun? It's probably about the same, honestly. Let me just start here, and we can run over. Let's see. I'm gonna want to go and face east, and there should be a bridge that will take us over this little river, and we can be on our way. So, hopefully we won't run into... Oh, you know what, by the way? When I was replaying that little bit of the, Twilight Sepulchre, I did set the difficulty to novice, just so that I could get through it a little bit faster. And now that I'm back at regular gameplay, let's turn that back onto expert. If I see some of these red dots here, you are annoying. You are wasting my time. Go away. All right, not gonna bother with the soul trapping or the looting of corpses. Did I hear anything else? No, that might have just been Lydia. So we're gonna go run up this road, and we'll grab some snowberries as we pass by. This shouldn't be too far, I don't think. Hello, mountain goats. Somewhere in this game, and I can't remember where, there is a, like, Three Billy Goats reference with the troll. What are you doing?
Hey.
Are you okay, sir? Do you need help? Alright, well, I don't know why you're punching me. I'm just gonna go and... You seem harmless-ish, aside from the fact that you're, probably took a couple too many blows to the head, and you're a little confused, but we're gonna just run away from you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually look up where... Are you still there? Alright, fine. I mean, I don't want to murder hobo everybody, but if they just run up behind me and start punching me, then, they did kind of ask for it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up exactly where the Three Billy Goats reference is in this game. So, let's see. I see a cave has popped up on the compass, which means that we're probably getting close. There's a cave pinned to that quest marker. Oh, that's like a really round cliff. I thought that was like a very large smelter for some reason. It kind of has that domed look to it. Anyway, we are going to Uttering Hills Cave. You are a Summerset Shadow. You are now a dead Summerset Shadow. You are trying to hit me with a mace. You guys don't have a ton of health. Iron Mace. I can't loot your armor, I notice. Interesting. Generally, you can do that. Salt pile. I'm gonna grab the salt. That is a useful alchemy ingredient. And occasionally a cooking ingredient. Where is Lydia? Is Lydia, like, stuck? I didn't run that far. Oh, there you are. Okay. You did not loudly participate in that battle as you usually do. Let's go inside. And down this way. Let's see. We appear to be in a mine. Do I want to go and get out the Oh, I've also got my, like, Flame Atronach and my other things that I like to do sometimes. I guess we'll take out my bow, and I will use my one stealth archer attempt of the video. If I happen to sneak up on somebody, for example. Doink. Goodbye. Oh, you got a friend? Doink. Goodbye. Alright, that was fun. But let's go and get back to doing this the not slow way. Which is by going in, by being a wizard, and just by casting fire spells everywhere. No, I don't suppose you have, Lydia. You say that pretty much every time we enter a cave. You just had a couple of swords, you don't have any. Again, I can't loot your armor, don't really know why. There's a torch going in that direction. I don't know if that means that that's onwards, or if they're actually... Okay, so there's a torch over here, too. So we might just be going around, like, a forked path. Let's see... Alright, you guys are warming your hands over a fire. You guys are now warming your hands over, my fire. That sounded better in my head. That was supposed to be some kind of weird poetic way of saying that I'm gonna set you on fire. But, I don't know if they got it, because they died pretty quickly before they could, really make heads or tails of what I said. That's probably back up where we came from, so I'm gonna just, assume that, that it didn't really matter which path I took. Alright, so here we have another wooden door. Let me just go put those back. I see that got the attention of somebody. Alteration increased. Let's see. You are probably also going to die. I don't know why I keep taking the Aether knockout. Nobody in here has had more than like a couple health. Ow. Okay, so you, Leanway has a lot of health. Alright, so you are also going to do a lot of damage to me. Okay, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that, actually. You two take care of him. Alright, I'm out of magicka. Oh, you're dead already? Wow. Alright. So we got Fieltley's silver locket. I'll take that. Gold bone arrows, which again, these are modded arrows. I don't really know much about what they do. But I will take them. We've also got Leanway's armor, which I guess is some kind of unique armor. Alright, so we're gonna strip you naked, which I generally try not to do, but I do want to see exactly what that armor does. Alright, so that looks like recolored Thieves Guild armor. I don't know if it's exactly the same enchantments that the Thieves Guild will generally wear, but it looks like it's going for the same kind of effect. This is a rival guild of sorts after all. Alright. So we're probably done in here. Let me just go and see if there's anything else worth taking. So we got a fancy... where did you come from? Alright, I guess we're not done in here. You... being alive was very rude. You being alive was also very rude. But yeah, I like your logo, I have to say. Good on your good on your graphic design team. Let's see. Here's a treasure chest. So that is Queen Freda's sword. I am guessing that was some kind of miscellaneous objective, or it would have been at some point. This is like Meridia's bacon. There are some quest items that will just pop up in random dungeons, and I guess that's one of them. I don't remember picking up that objective. What was this about Queen Freda's sword? I don't know exactly who owns that. Can I burn this, by the way? Or do we have like a cloth destruction? Oh, we do. Nice. For some reason, the like the ice arrows, the fire arrows, that was making me think of like Zelda, and then thinking of Zelda made me think, I wonder if I can actually like... Can you destroy all the banners that you see in this game in the same way? I wonder... Alright, well, it's still a physical object. I can't walk through it. It's still a physical object, but it has gone through the like destruction process. So that's cool. My first thought was to like shoot a fire arrow into it, and then I have fire on hand, so that's a little bit not necessary, but interesting. All right. You two are the two dead bodies who ambushed me earlier. I mean, you weren't dead when you ambushed me, but you are dead now. There's nothing else in here. I'll go and turn in the Queen Freda's sword objective later. I don't know if I feel like doing another just like video about chores, about doing chores, after I do the Thieves Guild side quest, or if I'll maybe do some other things first. These are probably gonna lift all these. Yeah. Is there anything in there, or can I just leave? There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there, and there's nothing in there. All right. So you guys are just getting your operation started. Haven't even locked up anybody yet. That's how you know you're a bunch of rookies. All right. I no longer have the skeleton key, so we are actually... Alright, Black Soul Gem. Interesting. That's high-level loot. I didn't think I would be finding one of those until another 10 or 20 levels or so. Alright, let's get out of here. We can go back to Mr. Cruel Sea. And... should I grab the torches on the way out? I guess I'll grab the torch on the way out. Oh, no, I can't grab that one. That's not an item torch. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Anyway, we can go back, turn this one in. We've knocked out the rival Thieves Guild. And I think I'm probably going to end this video here. Next time, I don't know if all of these Thieves Guild reputation quests are going to be their own video, or if some of them are actually going to be short enough that I can mush them together. But I think for now, this will just be standing on its own. Mr. Cruelty lives around the back of town. Let's see. I can probably run all the way there on a full bar of stamina, right? Full bar of stamina will get you pretty far at this point in the game, especially if you have the... Was it this one? Oh no, that's his house. He is going to be out somewhere, even though it is 12:42 in the morning. Where are you? You're gonna give me the Dawn Guard suggestion. I will go and do the Dawn Guard quest eventually. You are over here by all the dead bodies. All right, sir.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. It pains me to see this locket. To be reminded of Fjordly once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Tell Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild, he's got it.
Hold
Should
it
have been
there.
an adventurer
Keep your
like you
distance.
instead of a
Okay.
farmer.
Until next time.
You
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
You, this is, can I leave here? I wanna, alright, fine. This is gonna be the beginning of another quest, which happens in Windhelm. There is a bit of a murder mystery happening here. This will happen if you've, if you hit a certain level, or if you've come to Windhelm and spent a certain amount of time here or something like that. But this is gonna initiate...
Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago. But I can't say I knew her.
Someone who's got nothing.
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
I ain't asking for
If you want to help,
Just a
ask
few
some of
seconds.
these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Alright, so that is gonna begin Blood on the Ice. It's a bit of a, Jack the Ripper style mystery. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to, uncheck this. I'm gonna probably do... I guess I'll do the silver lining next time. And we'll end this off here. So, until next time, my name is Dragonite. This has been the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Let's see. You should all go check out Wizarducks in the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I'm gonna go look for an end screen that isn't just, like, dirty walls.